Hey guys, welcome back. So today we're going to talk about how did I become an author. And I wasn't your ordinary child talking about when I grow up I want to be an author. No way. But throughout elementary and middle school I had diaries. Throughout college and high school, those diaries soon turned into books. They turned into poems. They turned into notebooks. And I was writing, just writing whatever I was going through at that time, expressing myself, expressing my emotions. Writing was a way that I did that. Writing was a way that I expressed myself. And so, one day I was just like, I can't be the only one feeling like this. There has to be somebody out there who's feeling these emotions, feeling these feelings, but thinking they're alone. And my purpose was just like, no, you're not alone. There is someone out there feeling those things, so let's find a way to deal with it, whether that be dancing, whether that be singing, whether that be listening to music, whether that be writing. Let's find a way to deal with it and move on. And so that was pretty much my purpose in writing this book. And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna publish this. So that soul knows they are not alone. And once I had that in my head, like, all right, let's do this. That's when I started to put all my poems together and I started to categorize them. I was like, this is for high school, this one's for college, this is about this subject, this is about that person, little things like that. And I just gathered all the poems, put them together, put them on WordPad, and created a book throughout my writing, of my writing. And then I was like, all right, what cover should we do? And my cousin, he's a great artist. He's actually the author of my book, Thoughts of a Woman, Poetry Confessions. So thank you, cousin. Love you. And I was like, what do I want my book to say, right? And I'm always a person in her thoughts. So I'm like, what greater way than just to show a woman in her thoughts, right? Women, we think all the time. So what better way to show that for the cover? And so that's how I kind of came up with the cover. And I added in the poetry confessions because, as I said, I was into poetry, but a lot of them are confessions about what I went through. A lot of them are imagination, and a lot of them, some of them I just wrote just because I felt like writing. So those were the combination, and that's where the title came from, Thoughts of a Woman, Poetry Confessions. And so that's pretty much how I became an author, y'all. I was just like, yep, boom, this is it, this is what I'm gonna do. And I put my mind to it and I did it. And I had a friend who is in the education field. I had her go through it a little bit with me, edit it for me, and then she did. And then I was like, all right, let me try to find a publisher. And making connections is a big thing. So you want to just try to make sure you make as much connections as you can within the field. So that way you can find your publisher, you can find your editor, that they can help you out. And that's how I found my publisher, was through connections. And we'll talk about that on the next video. But once I did that, it was pretty much a piece of cake from there. It actually happened so fast. And once I found my publisher, within maybe 3 months, I was published. My book was published last year, 2019. And, it's been great. It's been a great accomplishment. And I have a lot of good feedback from it. Some people have come up to me and was like, wow, like, I do feel like this sometimes. And so when you hear that and know that your purpose was met, it's a good feeling. So if I can leave you guys with 3 things, I'll leave you with this. Write till you can't write no more, because you're gonna need pieces for your book. You may have to edit, you may have to take some out, put something in. Just write till you can't write anymore. Gather that content. Secondly, I would say find your purpose and motivation. Find, why do you want to write this book? What is your motivation behind it? Is it experience and you want to put that out there to help somebody? Of course, that's great. Awesome. Do it. Whatever your purpose and motivation is, just know that, and it's going to get you far, And then thirdly, if you know that you want to become an author, please if you don't get nothing else from this video, okay, is to put it in Word. Because let me tell y'all, like I said, I didn't know this was what I'm going to do in the beginning. So having to transfer all my writing and transfer it into Microsoft Word, most tedious thing I ever had to do. So if you know that this is something that you definitely want to do, start putting it in Word automatically. You know, because once you try to put it out there, once you try to find your publisher, things like that, they're going to ask for copies, and you need to be able to submit that to them. And you know, everything's done through technology now, email, whatever. So just make sure that you put it on Word. So I'll leave you with those 3 things, right? And you know, if you have any questions, if you have any comments, if you want to know anything about book signing, about publishing, about editing, anything like that, drop the post below. I'll be sure to check it out, try to answer any questions that you can. That I can, sorry. And then, you know, if you're working on something, let me know. We can talk about that too. So, you know, I'm here for you. Whatever you want to know, we're going to talk about it, okay? So I hope that kind of gives you guys a little bit of motivation to get started. Get started. If this is what you want to do, do it. Don't let nobody tell you that you can't do it. And then, you know, just have fun with it. That's the most important thing. Make sure that you have fun with it. Okay. So today's phrase is trust your crazy ideas. Get them going. So be encouraged, be inspired, be motivated, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.